In a major slap at both Liz Truss and Sir Keir Starmer, LBC's host Tom Swarbrick criticised both the Conservative and the Labour Party for turning a blind eye to the energy crisis, and instead dedicate their full attention to the Queen's death. Mr Swarbrick lashed out at Labour for the party's guidance to only pay tribute to the Queen on social media. He also took a hit at Liz Truss for delaying the detail of emergency energy plan ahead of a difficult winter for struggling households. LBC's Swarbrick started his rant by saying, "Is this not another reason to knock these party conferences on the head, getting back to working out things, which seek to guarantee the livelihood of millions of people seem to be pretty important, perhaps more important than making speeches to the party's faithful." I also note by the way that it is being reported this afternoon that Labour MPs have been told by Labour HQ to refrain from saying anything on the media, or indeed on their social media channels, about anything other than their tributes to the late Her Majesty the Queen. Tom Swarbrick lashed out at both Labour and Tory parties. Image, Twitter/@LBC, Tom Swarbrick targeted both parties for diverting attention away from energy crisis. Image, Twitter/@LBC, so, all politics and large elements of governing have basically stopped, a dismayed Mr Swarbrick slammed. And I'm just not sure we have the luxury of time on some of this stuff. I totally respect the reasons why attention has diverted this week, of course. Read more. Piers Morgan boos off Talk TV guest after anti-royal rant. Tom Swarbrick lashed out at both parties for failing to focus on energy crisis. Image, Twitter/@LBC, under Liz Truss plan, energy bills will be frozen at £2,500 a year. Image, Express, but we've gone from literally saying action this day as she, Liz Truss, said on the steps of number 10 to now delay on one of the most important elements of the plan to help people out this winter. It's going to cost people every single day, isn't it? While Liz Truss' energy plan was on top of the agenda last week, the imminent crisis was overshadowed by the Queen's ill condition announcement in Parliament. The new Prime Minister was making a long-awaited statement on her energy plan when Commons Speaker Lindsay Hoyle said the Queen was receiving medical supervision from doctors. Don't miss historic farewell to match the greatness of her reign. Report queuing for 11 hours in the rain waiting to view the Queen's coffin. Report Greggs joins stores closing out of respect for Queen's funeral. Report, Liz Truss unveiled a £150 billion energy plan to help households sustain high energy prices. Image, Express, trending since the Speaker's statement. Parliament has been suspended to honour the remaining period of national mourning for Queen Elizabeth II, and the details of Liz Truss' energy crisis plan have since been delayed. Her £150 billion energy plan will keep average household bills at £2,500 a year over the next 2 years from October 1, but more specifics are expected next week once the country emerges from national mourning. The period of national mourning will last until the end of the day of the Queen's funeral on Monday. Read next. National Memorial for Queen could be built in Scotland for monarch. Cayman Homes shares update on mobility issues amid Queen coverage. Denise Welch slammed for ridiculous Queen comparison. Public paying back the Queen for 70 years of service. Comment timing of Queen's coffin procession was tribute to King George VI.